So, I wanted to talk a bit about how the holidays can be especially triggering for me um, because I am autistic. It's interesting. I don't necessarily find the holidays to be a struggle in the present day because of anything that is presently happening, but I more so find the holidays to be stressful, upsetting, triggering because of my childhood and adolescent holiday experiences. It seems that this time of year causes those feelings to just all come rushing back to me. And it's painful and it's overwhelming. Um, as a child, I was forced to go to my aunt and uncle's Christmas Eve party every December 24th, and it was loud and it was full of people. Some of them I knew, but my extended family, I knew them, but I didn't really know them because I felt that they didn't really make an effort to get to know me. And I think part of that is just a huge difference in neurotypical and autistic communication. For me, in order to feel safe with someone, I have to truly know them. I have to know their essence, stripped to their bones. I want to know everything. And I kind of want that in return as well. But with extended family, all of the conversations were very shallow, and they were mostly regarding which cousins were going to which college, who bought a new car, who just bought a motorcycle, and who just got a tattoo. And I never knew how to contribute to any of those conversations. So I felt very left out. And I would have to go to a separate room at this party, and I'd just sit there and I'd feel so out of place and inadequate and beat myself up and be like, why can't you just be with them? Why can't you just talk to them? Why can't you just be normal? And I would just wish that my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, someone would come talk to me so that I didn't have to be alone. But in the areas where everyone congregated and talked, it wasn't just that the topics weren't things I could contribute to. It was too loud. It was too bright. And then I felt so misunderstood on top of that, and that it just made me feel like I couldn't be there, like they didn't want me there. And I'd sit in the other room and I would just eat the Hershey Kisses out of the table, out of the little decorative jar on the coffee table, and I would play the keyboard badly because they had a keyboard in that room. On one hand, one might think that it's not anyone else's responsibility to cater to me just because I'm socially inept. And maybe that's true. Maybe that is true. But the fact that nobody did try to start conversations with me about things that I knew how to talk about made me feel very lonely and very, very left out. And I felt that way about my whole extended family, even my immediate family. And it's difficult to not feel a lot of resentment towards them for the way that I felt. And I feel guilty that I feel that resentment. But wow, the holidays are really stressful. I guess my cousin invited me to hang out at her house for Christmas, and while I appreciate that, literally, I was never accepted by these people. Why do they still invite me? And there's on the one hand, it makes me think it's honestly very kind that my cousin would even like want me there, because like I genuinely feel like my cousins don't like me. And I don't know like if it's genuine, or she's just doing that because she thinks that you have to do that to be polite, because technically I am family. But I just think if I were to go, I would feel so out of place and like a bother, and trauma stuff would just rear up, and then I'd feel just like a little kid again who just wants someone to talk to her. And like, even still, like now, I still don't know how to talk about college or cars or motorcycles or tattoos. And it makes me think like, okay, well, if I were to go to a family gathering, it probably wouldn't be me fronting. It would probably be one of the Kiaras, or I don't know, Jasmine or someone else. And that makes me sad, because although we are all part of the same whole, it would still feel like they didn't like me. They would, like they don't like Daisy. And I've wished so many times to just be poofed into dormancy, or just poof away from existence entirely. The body will stay. The others can carry it without me. And yet that doesn't ever happen, no matter how many times I wish that it would. And I mean, it does happen, but only when I don't want it to. Only when I haven't asked for it. Kind of like how no one anticipates falling in love, I guess. But yeah, the holidays, like objectively in this day, like 2024, they were good. Um, my best friend came to visit me, and we had a really good time. I was really nervous, like a lot of it, and I didn't front for a huge portion of the time she was here, just because it's weird. Like I love her so much, and I feel like Jasmine communicates better and talks better than me sometimes. Like, and I don't know if that makes sense, but oof, it's hard. The holidays are hard, and part of why like I felt like I couldn't front a lot around my best friend is just because I'm still going through a lot, like with the breakup, and it's on my mind a lot. And I know that like if I were to front, I'd like probably info dump and try to process the breakup with her, and that's not so socially appropriate. I don't know. I just don't want to like bother my best friend or any one friend or person too much about one thing, which is kind of part of why I have this YouTube channel. But yeah.